Good morning, everybody. It's Debbie with Pickin Coop Farmstead, and I'll give you 3 guesses where I am, and the first 2 don't count. Ha ha! Out in my garden. It's Monday morning. I got out here a little late. I'm making ketchup, homemade ketchup. I'm doing a video on that. Um, and I'll share that as soon as I get that done. I'm using Ruth Ann Zimmerman's recipe. And so I will put that in the comments so you can go check out how to make your own ketchup. I'm super excited. What I'm doing is getting rid of my frozen tomatoes from last season because mine are starting to come on and get red out here. And once they start, they just keep on and going. So I have all the sauces and I have some stewed tomatoes, but I could use some more. And so therefore, I'm going to make ketchup. So I have 4 Ziploc gallon bags of frozen tomatoes that I started with. So, and then I have enough to probably make one more batch. I'm pretty excited about that. All right, so anyways, back to the garden. We're going to take a look out here and see what we can find today. I'm super excited. Come along. I did see a little tip on growing Brussels sprouts. I can't remember which site I was on. And this gal was questioning that because her Brussels sprouts have gotten very tall, but no sprouts. Well, once it starts getting cooler, which we have a ways to go, you just keep trimming the bottom leaves up as you go. And those plants are going to get really, really tall. So what you're going to want to do is just keep trimming those bottom leaves off, and as they get up big and large, and then as it cools off, they are going to start growing their little sprouts. But look at this. What a beautiful picture. I'm going to snap this one. That's gorgeous. Okay, moving on. So I'm kind of going along and I'm doing the same to all my cruciferous, trimming up the bottom leaves. This guy is a cabbage over here. I don't know that you can see him very well. He's one that the bugs really got a hold of, but I'm going to let him continue. Maybe he'll go to seed and I can collect seeds from him, or her. A lot of people call their plants hers. So we're just going along, trimming those up. Now, I am going to take my camera off and show you up close on these Brussels sprouts. Over here, I have a couple plants. I'm just taking these bottom leaves off, but they have little baby sprouts, and they're so cute. They're kind of purple. So, and then over here, I don't know if you can see me. You kind of can. I'm going to harvest some of my Swiss chard. I'm just snipping the outer leaves close to the ground. I have a couple more over here, but they're kind of sacrificial for the bugs. Now my goal, as I haven't tried eating this raw, but I'm going to use these as sandwich wraps. I try to eat keto when I can. So we are going to, I'll show you these up close. Aren't these beautiful? I did order some more Swiss chard for fall planting. I think it's a red Swiss chard. There is a rainbow chard you can get. And I've ordered all my seeds from MI Gardener. I had to put in another order because they were 40% off. Don't tell the hubby. Shh. So this is the largest of my 3 Brussels sprouts. I could probably get rid of this leaf. It doesn't look very nice. But as you can see, whoops, sorry, right there is a baby Brussels sprout. So is that. I think I'm going to snap this leaf off. Get him out of there along with, oops, that one. But as you can see, there's little baby Brussels sprouts growing in there. So I'm just going to keep, before I was just tearing off the leaves that looked like the bugs had got them or the sun. But look at that beauty. He's probably about 1.5 to 2 feet tall. He's the largest. And then if we come over here, this is my beautiful, this one Swiss chard produces beautiful leaves. Oh, I thought my dog was growling. He's just making noise. Sorry. Another Swiss chard right down there. This is the one that the bugs get to have. But look at this. This is, let's see, get to where you can see. There you go. These are the little seed pods from my wasabi mustard. Now, you could, and I'm going to do it, pinch these off and munch on these, and they'll probably taste just like wasabi. So I'm going to try that. And here we have, this is a really skinny sunflower right there, and I don't know if this is one of those burgundy ones or not. So it's kind of exciting to see. Then I wanted to show you, look at this. This is my hibiscus. I kind of want to take a picture of that too. These little coney pointy things, those are the little pods that you want to grow. Hold still, little fella. Another lemon cucumber. He's gotten really big since yesterday. These are the radishes that didn't really bear any fruit, but per one of my viewers' suggestions, she says let them go to seed and collect the pods and eat them. So I'm super excited about that. I've never really done that. And then we've got a beautiful, beautiful silver slicer. That's about ready to pick. All right, so I harvested my other basil on the other side of the garden yesterday. So I'm going to harvest this basil. I added it to a sauce that I made last year in cans. So we had a nice little spaghetti dinner with Bug when her mom came to get her. And I have sad news. I broke my lovely $5 yard sale pasta machine. I'm very, very sad. I could have ordered more parts for it, but between the shipping, because they don't make it anymore, it's a vintage machine, between the shipping and the actual part, and it looked like it had stress fractures in it. So it was like eBay, sketchy old eBay. I decided my sister was virtual yard sale shopping for me, and she got me the old school hand crank Italian model. So I'll just have to learn to actually make the dough. And because I'm bound to determine I'm not going to start buying pasta again. Just not going to do it. And we don't eat that much pasta. Every once in a while, Bug likes spaghetti, so we make that. But yeah. So I'm just picking these little guys. They just, like I said, the more you pick, the more it grows. Plus, I have a couple of little cone flowers in between, and I need them to get sunlight. And this is a good way from harvesting for them to get more sunlight. And this keeps, when you pinch these off, it keeps them from going to seed. I have hundreds and hundreds of basil seeds, but if you did not, I would not, uh-oh, I jumped a whole bunch. I would not pinch these back, and I would let them go to seed. There we go. And that's quite a bit. Look at all that. Okay, on to the next item. Maybe. More beautiful calendulas. I've been watching quite a few videos on calendulas, teas, salves, how to harvest them, and we're doing exactly the right thing. I cut them at the Y and give my chickens the stems. That promotes more growth. But when you do harvest them, you do want to cut them like right here, if you can even see that. leave the little, I forget what this little part is that holds the petals on. Leave that on there because that's all part of the medicine. I am going to harvest some of my holy basil. We just do a little at a time. I only have actually 3 little spindly plants amongst my tomatoes. This makes a great tea, makes a great medicine. And remember, you don't want to take more than a third or so of the plant. There you go. Holy basil, good stuff. I got my first 2 Kentucky Wonder pole beans. Now, remember as you go along, I've just been doing chop and drop because I saved lots of these heads to get seeds from. I just have to remember to write in my gardening journal that these things are as big as the giant marigolds. So the more you chop them, the more they'll grow too. So, but look over here. We've got, let's move you a little closer. Hang on. We've got some ripening tomatoes. I'm excited. Things are starting to go along as planned. I do want to show you my Marconi Reds. Look how big they're getting. There's 2 big ones on here, and if you look behind, there's 2 big ones on that one over there. Look at these guys. And they're starting to get a little bit of a yellow tinge. So to me, that tells me they're going to turn red. But look at this guy. These are little bell peppers. And they are turning colors as well. So I'm pretty excited about that. Here's a little baby guy right there. But so not a big harvest, but it'll suffice. I can eat them. I did get a few snippets of mint. I wish you could smell it. It smells delicious. This I'm going to save for tea making. And so that's about all I have for you today. I hope the sun is shining where you are. I hope you're staying cool if it's hot in your area, dry if it's super wet in your area. And thank you so much for watching, subscribing, sharing, and commenting on my channel. And I hope you're happy, healthy, safe. And God bless you all. And thanks again. Happy gardening. Until next time. Bye-bye.